Okay, we're testing the durability of this Amtrak. How well built was it? Woo! Ooh, that's a big cliff. Woo! My buddy's firing. Oh, still falling. Ah! Ooh, wow. That like took a quarter of our health. Oh, there's a rocket chasing us. And wow. Well designed, well built. Must be German engineering. Battlefield 2042 Season 1 0 Hour is now well and truly underway, and while my previous video voiced some of my disappointments, I wanted to dig in a little further and showcase some of the new additions and gameplay of the new map Exposure, with a focus on primarily answering the question, is Battlefield 2042 worth it now? Short answer, no. Not unless you get it on discount and are interested in a large arcadey shooter with some fun moments. But those seeking deeper, polished, and refined gameplay, I think, despite recent improvements, will still be disappointed with 2042 overall. We're just not nearly to the level of quality and content of the previous entries yet, and I honestly think the future of 2042 is still very shaky, even though I genuinely enjoy a lot of what they've done here. And for those that may not have seen it, I just wanted to quickly review some of the menu changes and other updates that have occurred as of Season 1. So you can see here, the main menu has changed, the background has changed, you now have Battlepass tiers, Boins or Battlefield coins, and a new playlist for Exposure Conquest 24/7, which we're going to jump into a round of that in a minute, but I just quickly wanted to review some of this. So I have Liss here, the new specialist who has the G84 TGM, which is basically a TV-controlled rocket launcher. Oh, we can see it here. So she is really fun. I've actually used her a bit, and I think it's a really fun gadget. I would have liked to see some tweaks to it. Mostly it's just vehicles are kind of getting destroyed lately, which I'm kind of okay with because I, again, suck at the vehicles, but I've just noticed lately that the vehicles don't seem to have, especially main battle tanks, don't seem to have very many defenses against her and the additional rocket launchers, or, you know, how many more rocket launchers there actually are. The Battle Pass, so let's take a look. So it's basically what you'd expect. It has Battlefield coins, skins, it has free tiers, and then the premium tiers for the suckers like myself to have the gold or the whatever the higher version was, I forgot. I'm really close to unlocking the BSVM, which I've heard is a really fun rifle. One of the only two new weapons added as part of Season 1. But most of the Battle Pass is just skins, and, you know, some of them are kind of goofy. I think it's kind of goofy looking. But skins, weapon charms, there's the crossbow, the other weapon that was added, player cards, and just honestly lots and lots of things that I don't really care about. So lots here that I'm not super invested in or excited to unlock, even though I do think some of the skins look pretty good. They have these missions here, which I think is actually a pretty cool idea. So every week there are new missions and they're really easy. I got these within just a few rounds of playing, so they're not very time intensive, but they basically give you a boost to the actual experience that unlocks various levels or tiers of the actual Battle Pass. But let's jump into a round of Exposure and I can kind of talk through that map and show you what's going on there. Alright, here we are, jumping into a fresh round of the new map in Battlefield 2042, Exposure. The map hasn't truly resolved, let me in here, because it hasn't really resolved the issue of spawning in and having to run for quite a ways to the first point. But I will say this map is an incredibly good time. Actually, a very, very good time. Shockingly good time, even. I think it's actually not even just the best map in Battlefield 2042, but one of the better maps in the— oh my, that's a tank! Wow. Rip to that Jeep. Let's see if we can take this tank out here. Boom! There we go. Alright. Nice little only in Battlefield moment to kick the video off. And yeah, this is a good overview of the map here. So you have the upper level that is a lot more open, I'd say, whoa, a lot more traditional 2042 map with not as much cover, but it's more interesting in this map. There's a lot more trees, a lot more dips and peaks in the valley, not valley, but on the ridge. And it just overall is more dynamic. And like I was saying, it's not only the best map in 2042 by far, like, it's not even close. This map is a night and day difference for me as far as my level of enjoyment. But it's honestly, let's see if we can get this guy. There we go. It's honestly just a really, really strong map on its own. Like even compared to others in the series. And, oh, I'm getting sniped. Oh, nice shot. All right, let's see where we want to go here. Let's go help our teammate take this point. And it's really the only map that I feel, he's in there somewhere. Oh, close the door. Let's blow this open and get in there. There it is. Alright. Shot him in the back. Ooh, there's 6 here. There's a lot here. Let's play this safe. But this really does. I'm shocked. I'm shocked this is the same team, supposedly, that made the other maps in 2042, because honestly, it is a night and day difference. If you haven't checked out Exposure, I highly recommend doing so, because I'm having a ton of fun on it. I don't know what it is about the dynamics of this map that make it, oh, that's a tank and a helicopter, that make it so much more enjoyable, but it does feel like a natural evolution of some of the map design from Battlefield 4 in many ways to me, and I'll explain why. But let me go into D1 and show some of the underground here. A little bit of a janky spawn, but so yeah, you have an infantry focused in these tunnels, and a lot of detail work here, actually. I wouldn't mind more details. Some of the areas are a little bland and open, but overall, the underground, I'm pleasantly surprised by how much key art, or not key art, but detail art exists, and how much destruction there is as well. You can't, blow holes in any wall that you want, and I'd love to see more destruction overall. This is a perfect map for like a Levolution event. Maybe have just one huge portion of the landslide like this has come down, but the other one can be triggered. I think that would be absolutely awesome. But I made that other video, and it did pretty well. And it did pretty well talking about the, how underwhelming Season 1 was. I don't think this really changes that. It's still an underwhelming amount of content, and I really hope we don't get burned out on this map, because it is excellent. More maps like this, please. DICE, please more maps like this, because, like I said, it takes a lot of the design elements of a Battlefield 4 map and just, jams them together and really utilizes the 128 player space. I played... Oh, I thought he was going to keep going. That's too bad. That was awesome. That was such a Battlefield moment right there. But as you can see, the verticality, the different paths you can take, the different layout of the points allows for a lot more dynamic playstyles. Let's jump on this quad and see if we can get back over to those open points. Oh, there he goes. Nice. Well done, team. It's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. I would like to see more interesting things on this upper area. Maybe less space even between the points. But this is honestly a map that I feel more than any of the other base maps utilizes 128 players well. So I'm playing 128 player Conquest here, of course. I gotta reload. I'm trying out the heavy mag with the M5, and I'm not sure if I like it. The damage differential doesn't seem worth it for the ammo that you lose out on. And these are some really cool points here. We're probably gonna, yep. That's the new specialist. Wow. That's the new specialist with her rocket launcher, just took us out, and vehicles are having a really hard time on this map. Mostly because how many people are just rocking that new specialist, but it'll take some more playing. I don't know, I really haven't noticed them being overpowered or underpowered, but again, I'm not really a vehicle player. I think the infantry gameplay is the best out of any of the maps, though. It's just way more rewarding and fun, especially if you just stick down in the tunnels. There we go. Get a couple kills there. Still two here, I don't know where. Oh! Okay, he just got taken out. Oh, this is bad. He's probably got a sniper. Here comes the helicopter. Oh, now there's 8 here. Rip. No, I hit him. At least I hit him. Nice little assist there as our teammate finished that off. She got lit up right there. I really like this underground area. So it really does feel like, in many ways, this is kind of a locker. It has its own flavor too. But if you're going to compare it to existing or pre-existing Battlefield maps, this does give me kind of a locker feel in some ways. Oh man, that was bad shooting. Let's get you up. Kind of mashed onto either, I heard people saying Monte Grappa, but I don't really see it, other than, it's a mountain. I think more Albor's Mountain from Battlefield 3. Lots of verticality, as you can see here with these zip lines. It's just fun. Just a fun map. Oh, come on. I don't know how I missed that. Alright, let's go see if we can take E1, and I think it's going to end here in a minute. I just want to make a quick video giving my thoughts and initial impressions of the map. Whether or not I'll be burned out of this map because it is just a 24/7 playlist, but honestly, after playing it, I can't even imagine going back to the other base maps of 2042, because this one is just so much better. It is such superior map design that I'm honestly shocked it's the same developers. I don't even know, maybe if they removed themselves from the constraint of trying to tie Hazard Zone into these maps, and maybe this from the ground up was not developed with Hazard Zone in mind, and that's why it's so much superior, just way superior for the classic Battlefield gameplay. It's not perfect, like I said, there's still a lot of running, but overall, a great time. It doesn't make up for the overall lack of content in Season 1. I would have liked to see maybe 2 or 3 of these style of quality of maps, but I am pleasantly surprised playing this map. I think it's a very good time in Exposure. is really, really fun. So if you haven't checked it out, I highly suggest jumping in. Wow, it's quite the zip line. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by leaving a like and subscribing. It was a nice, just quick, easy round, and maybe I'll make more videos on exposure and kind of break down the actual design elements of the map. But that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
They're falling back. Good work, No Patch. You've won allies back home.